Hey guys, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm breathing like this because where I'm seated, the kind of arrangement I had to do to achieve this. Hey, wait, all because of video. Anyway, catch my breath. Well, in this video, I just thought to do like a January recap. I'm someone who is private with so many details in my life. But part of the big reasons I am doing this is because of people who have or who plan to leave the country, that's Nigeria, for one reason or the other. Those who want to come through school and all those things. I mean, it's been about 3 months since I came here, and it's just been so amazing. And I thought to just do a recap, of some of my experiences, some of the things I did in the month of January. I don't know what this is going to become, if it's going to become a monthly recap or it's going to become a weekly recap. I have no clue, but there will shall be recap, sha. And like I said, the essence of this is just to show you the journey, the progress, the process, pretty much, all of the things that I've had to try. I mean, it's so interesting to be in a new space, and I just want to try some things, really. I just figured to try some things, and so I just want to share it with you, and I hope one way or the other it turns out to be of value to someone out there, hopefully. All right, guys, so I made my little list. The first thing I'm going to talk about that happened in the month of January was the assignment deadlines. Nobody gave me the memo. Nobody gave me the memo. Because you know how you just feel like I'm that kind of student that in school, when you're giving assignments, you just like last minute you wing it, you do it, and you still come out tops in class. I am that kind of student. Like, I don't do it all the time, but like 60-70% of the time, as in that's what I just do. I pretty much use my time to satisfy other things, other curiosities I have. And so I thought it was going to be the same thing with this one. This assignment showed me pepe. It showed me pepper. And what do I mean by it showed me pepper? So I had 3 assignments. One was a proposal for my dissertation, and the other 2 was like, assignments for the other modules that we do. And the first one was about 2,000 words, the second one was 2,500 words, and the third one was 4,000 words. For some reason, I didn't do the assignment until, of course, I was in my December to jaye. So as soon as we entered January 1st, I just knew that, man, it was time to get serious. So I started seeking help, this. Thankfully, I had my friends Precious and, Dr. Uche, who, really helped me. They were really, really, they really played a huge role in helping me with my assignment. And I remember the first one I did when I was writing the assignment, and Precious just came up to me. I was like, oh no, that's not how you do, because in my head, I was just answering my stuff. I know this thing, I have an idea, I've been in this space in my home country, so I know this thing, trust me, I know it. And she's like, oh no, that's not how it works. You've got to get other people's works and then research, see what they've said, because if you make this point, who said it, and I'm like, what's now the use if my own work is just a body of other people's work? Like, I don't get it. But it turns out that's how it's going to be. And I mean, I now learned different referencing style. And my school, we do like Harvard referencing style. So, man, I remember the night I so cried and I slept so late. Still woke up the next day, like my deadline, and submitted, because the deadline so they'll give you a particular day. For example, they'll say, oh, 3rd of February by 4 p.m. So it means that if you submit even a minute after 4, you're on your own, or yours your case. And when you submit your assignment, you're going to get a receipt giving you the exact date and time that you submitted. So you can't even come and say, excuse me, sir, I submitted and I just realized that it did not submit. You run you. There's a receipt there. You download your receipt to show that, okay, you have submitted this assignment. So having gone through the first one, I just realized, man, I have to do the second one and the third one. It was really crazy. But the second one and third one I didn't feel the way I felt the first time, in the second and third one, because I already had an understanding of what it entailed, and how to go about it. So all I just needed to do was just to do the research work, blah, 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 and did it, gave it to my friend, Dr. Uche Anyanwagu, salute to you. And, he helped me to review the whole thing, and then we submitted. Meanwhile, the group assignments that we had done in school, the results came back and it was really beautiful. Like, I was proud of myself. And my teammates, of course. So it was really good, and I'm just hoping that when the individual ones come, I better make my smile reach here to avoid breaking someone's head. Anyway, so that was it. That was one of the things I did with my January. So one of the things that happened in January. Then the second one just made me feel so good. I have friends come over to the house, and it was just it was a breath of fresh air. I was so happy to have them around. Where I don't have to do assignments and all those things. We're able to just laugh, gist, without me having my chest to just go. I was so happy to have them around. So we spent good time having good conversations, seeing a movie together, helping one another with their projects and all of that. It was just so good. So I think that was like one of my highlights for January. I was so happy to have my friends around. Yeah, about 3 of them came around, and it was bae. It was bae. Okay, so on to the third one. So we resumed school in January. Yeah. We actually resumed school 31st. School was supposed to resume 31st of January. But, one of our lecturers didn't get the memo, so she made us come to school, earlier than that. So I only went to school once in January. And even though she sent us an email apologizing, I'm like, you go feel like you already apologized. When I who will apologize, give you. Come on, will you come to class? And if I tell you to come to class before time, in order for me not to look stupid, those of you that not come to class, you're gonna fail. All of you, bring out a sheet of paper. You know that feeling. So, but then, I just went to school once, and we're briefed on what the term was going to look like, the modules, the assignments that we're going to do, how we're supposed to go about the assignments, all those things were briefed. And even prior before them, we also had like a Zoom session, for those that were still in their home countries. So they gave us all those briefings for us to know what to expect this term. And it turns out that this term is gonna be super busy. First term was a joke compared to the business of this term. Hey, God help his daughter. Oh. Anyway, another thing I did in January was to join my friend to his job. And yeah, I got paid. I got paid about over £300 I got from the job, and I was so excited. Yeah, God, it was not an easy one, no, but thankfully I was able to catch up, because one of the few jobs I did when I came to the UK was, like in an e-commerce company and all those things. So picking up on my friend's own wasn't a whole lot. He just needed to put me through, and yes, I caught up. Right, so I joined him on his job. I don't know if I should explain what his job entails, but it had to do with like the makeup industry, and pretty much going to the stores and ensuring that the the shelves of these makeup brands are very okay, look good. The ad images are there. The cassettes look good. If it's not good, you replace. If any product has finished, you replace, things like that. And I mean, I spent about 5 days with him because I just wanted to see what it was like. I make good money. Of course, I needed the money at that time, so thank you, AB. Thank you so much. I love you. You already know that. I don't need to tell you. So yeah, I personally call him Father Abraham. He's going to kill me when he watches this video for mentioning his name. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, that was one of the things I did in the month of January. And I was so grateful I did it. I mean, I also used that opportunity to visit places like because of the nature of the job, it entails traveling. So I was able to travel to Thunbury. I was able to go to Bristol. I was able to go to which other place we even go to. Like, there were some far places I can't even remember now, but I was really happy to honestly go with him. When we're coming back in the night, all those trips, and yes, he introduced me to Subway. Oh my goodness. He introduced me to Subway, and I fell in love with Subway. So yeah, that's one of the things I enjoyed on that job as well. You can tell I actually enjoyed myself on that job. Sorry, if this tripod is shaking, it's because it's on top of my bed, so it's also shaking as well when I shake, and I cannot do without shaking because I'm a moving human, not a moving thing. Right? So yeah, that's one of the things I do with myself. That's one of the things that happened in January. And the next one I will take is so I actually, for those of you on my WhatsApp, you already know how I talked about how I was applying for roles and how I was getting rejection letters and everything. I eventually got a particular role, but I turned it down. Yes, I did the job for a few days and I turned it down. And what is the job? Social media management. It sort of reminded me the reason I stopped the job. The job reminded me why I stopped social media management back home in Nigeria. And I said, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. So, and again, I'm trying to find a way to explain this, without coming off as if I don't need the money and all those things. So it's a mix of a lot of things. So first was that I don't think the pay wasn't enough for me, because even if I did that job in a month, I wasn't even going to get up to my house rent. So you see, or even all of my living expenses. If you've not seen that video, then go and see it. Click here up here to see it. So it wasn't even going to cover all of that. And I'm like, so what's the essence when I even still have school fees to pay for myself? So that was one. Two, I just wasn't feeling the whole thing. The company, we didn't have a way for us to communicate with the team members, which was one of the things I asked for. And it was pretty much like I was on my own, which was not a problem, but I sort of just did not like the whole idea, And then I have school, which, like I told you earlier, school was already going to be so busy. And then the client just keeps writing and writing, hey, you don't give me attention. And I'm like, hey, wait, is it not to manage social media page? If I sit down with you and be having conversation, when am I now going to do the work that I'm being paid for? So I had to just turn it down to say, hey, I'm no longer going to do this. However, the biggest reason, forget even this also I'm saying, the biggest reason was because I already felt it in my spirit. Like, I had a conversation with my sister, I had a conversation with my housemates, I told like two of my friends, and even before then I told them, see the way I'm feeling. My mind is telling me, my spirit is telling me to just go on ahead. I mean, you have a skill, you have tons of digital skills. Go on ahead and put yourself out there. You already know a number of people in the Nigerian community. Let them be your gateway. That was how he told me. Let them be your gateway. And I mean, my husband was like, even myself was like, then listen to the voice, okay? So that was pretty much what I did, just respecting the voice that I heard. And year, I turned down the job. I told them I was not going to do the job with them anymore. um I mean, I don't even know where I'm headed from here, but that's fine. We are going to, me and you are going to set a goal for myself, and then at the end of February I'll come and report myself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was it. So I turned down the job to be able to, focus on school better. And because I mean, social media management is time consuming, and personally, I always, personally, I mean, I don't know why, but right from even when I was offering it in Nigeria, I just did not fancy it. So I did it for a while. That's one of the things that helped me come up in the tech space, before I, put it one side and then just face other digital skills that I have. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I got a job, but I let it go. Okay, guys. Okay. So yeah, I already told you my friend AB came to the house, and I mean, AB saw like my digital assets, my digital footprints, and drove all the way to my. I told you, this UK I came to a. God blessed me with amazing people, starting from Precious, B, Salah, Abraham, really amazing, Uche, Val, really great people, L, you know, how people, I don't know, but I'm just blessed. I am just blessed, really great people. Abraham drove all the way to my house to sing into my ear that if he hears me talking about looking for a job again, he's going to cut my ear. Let me try to speak like Abraham. Girl, do you know where you are? You already have everything that you need. All that you've got to do is to put yourself out there. Okay? You already got the skill. Abraham, I hope I got it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, he drove all the way to my house to tell me that if he hears me talking about getting a job again, he's going to break my head. That I should put myself out there. I don't know all those things. And one of the profound things that he told me, which I think I should say here in case of, wherever you are in the world, maybe just relocated as a Nigerian, I hope this helps you. One of the things he told me is, I understand that you came to a new country and you're trying to integrate, you're trying to, get money, get into the business system or the, work system to understand how it works and make money at the same time for your bills. He said, but do not allow the system to swallow you. And the mistake a lot of people make is that they come here, people who have dreams, and they allow the system to swallow them, right? So it now becomes an everyday hustle that they now forget, the dreams that they had in their heart will now die off, and then for a very long time they keep hustling. And he told me, Joy, do not allow that to happen to you. I've heard you speak about your stuff you do. I've seen what you're doing, and it's so amazing. Keep on with it. And that reminder was very important. It was really timely. It was really needed. And that sort of just gave me the strength again I needed to just look onward to say, hey, for a year, we go run for a year. They don't know we. Then go see so. So that was what just gave me the vibe and everything to pick up. So thank you, Abraham. Thank you so much. I'm blessed to have you as my friend. Okay, so we didn't do a lot of shopping this month for some reason, because the 3 grown-up women in this house, 3 of us just pretty much winged it. I don't even know how we did it. I know that, we made our egusi soup, put it in the fridge, and we're eating it. When we went on holiday, me and Precious, and we came back to L's Gucci ogbono soup. I know they took up ogbono soup, but I ate L's on. It was amazing. So yeah. And then me and Precious went shopping, but we just pretty much shopped things for our laundry in the house. And then, just shopped fruits. So every day we're just having smoothie. That's what we're doing. Then we just make egg sauce with rice and eat. And then that was it. So we didn't actually, between me and Precious, we spent about 30-something pounds. No, together it was about 90 something. So when we shared it, a bit 100, I can't even remember, but it was about 30 something pounds that we what am I even saying? I shall know that one person, each of us spent about 30 something pounds. So do the math, I don't know. You know. Then another thing I'm working on, which is the last thing I'm working on, is, you know, weight loss. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, as I be like this, I don't remain any other place, oh, but they say I'm overweight. Thanks to Val, my friend. Val had visited, and then we just talked about health and all those things, and then decided to calculate weight, BMI, because even I myself, like I said, I wasn't feeling the kind of energy I used to feel. Like I felt heavier, you know. So by the time we did all those things, calculated my BMI, it turned out that, guys, on the BMI table, I happen to be overweight. As I be like this, hey, way, you go feel overweight. So it turns out, from what I learned, it turns out that, you know, you don't have to be big for you to be overweight. You know, you could just be like me, like this, and then be overweight. I bet waiting at the chop, waiting at the chop. So one of the things I'm working on is, you know, a weight loss journey. This thing sounds funny. Did you feel my rhymes? A weight loss journey. This thing sounds funny. Anyway, so I'm working on that. I'm not going to lie, I've been eating a lot of biscuits. I mean, as usual, if you know me in Nigeria, me and biscuits 5 and 6. You know, so I'm working on, you know, I'll stop eating the kind of biscuits I eat, and then just go for better biscuits, because I just have to eat biscuits. I'm sorry. I mean, if I'm not snacking on fruits, it's biscuits. So and then I'll also register in the gym. When we went to city center, we found the pure gym there. So I'll be going there to sign up, and hopefully I'll be able to share my journey with you. So that's like a quick recap of everything that happened in January with me, and I hope this just sort of adds value to somebody else there, because I don't want it to be just a recap where I'm just talking plenty and there's no value anybody's getting here. So let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this recap, because if you do not enjoy it, I'll just gently respect myself and do just cancel the recap altogether. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. Let me know how your January went, the top highlights for you, and let's just have this conversation. One of the things I'll be planning to do in February is to, you know, work on the things that Abraham told me to do, especially as regards my skills. So 5 clients is the goal. So we're going to work on getting 5 clients. And I'll tell you what 5 clients entails by the end of February. All right, thank you so much. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss anything that I post, and I'll see you in the next video. I remain your girl, Joy. Peace.